So in 2014, you finally battled Aye Verb, which was in the making for a long time, and there's a lot of intense background to that story, man. Can you talk about your guys' issues, how it originally started?
I don't even remember how it originally started with Aye Verb now, bro. I remember
Wasn't there like a Twitter exchange or
there was
something
a
like
Twitter
that?
exchange, and
I think you said that he lost and like he wasn't happy about that. So then he came out with a song and said "fuck Swave"
yes.
on the song.
Wow, I forgot all about that song. Yeah, he said fuck Swave in a little verse or some shit. That's a fact. Yeah, okay, yeah. So there was a Twitter shit. I had said he lost the battle where he got mad and he made a big ass rant about it. And yeah, I guess my mouth again paused. I guess it was me saying some shit. But I said he
But you thought it was harmless.
it,
Like you thought it was just
yeah, it was
like a
just a
little.
regular fucking um opinion, bro. It was I felt he lost. It was okay. It's all right, brother. We all lose, you know what I mean? And he just went off the deep end with it, bro. Like, yo, fam, you doing too much now, bro. Like now you doing too much, like for real. So that's what it really was, like, and it just snowballed into something else.
Wasn't it a little confusing for you at the time because you guys were talking like some business too, right?
Mhm.
Like about doing something
We
together.
had, and it's crazy because it was actually Vlad. Vlad TV was trying to throw battles at the time, and he had pulled me and Ava to the side one day at an event, and he had asked us he was going to play us to battle. Like that was the business, and at first we was talking with it, but I guess whatever number he offered Verb turned it down. I was willing. Like he offered at the time, he only offered me like $3,000 or some shit like that. But I was like, I'll take it. Just set it up. You know what I mean? The Verb, I don't know what he offered Verb, but whatever it was, he turned it down. So that was another reason why I made it mad. Cause we were doing all this Twitter talking, and now we got somebody putting money on the table for it, and you turning it down. Like you was soft. Like, you know what I mean? So now it just kept getting worse and worse. The words kept getting worse and worse with us. You know what I mean?
Wow, that I never heard that Vlad was actually gonna be throwing battles, but it makes sense because he was covering battle rap during that time
Yeah,
so heavy.
Vlad was he was also like walking around with my song. He like Vlad asked me to battle my song one time at we was at a Queen of the Ring event. He was like he came up to me, he was like, "Yo, Swave." He was like, "How much you charge me for a battle?" I said, "Who you want me to battle?" And he was like, "My son." And I was like, "Come on, man, are you serious?" And then he was like, "Give me a number, let's talk about it." But we never really spoke about it. But you know, my son ain't battle again.
What?
So that's a fact. He came up to ask me. Vlad was trying to do battles, bro. He was. He might have did one. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did one. I can't remember
Oh,
what.
I think you're right. I think he might have,
Yeah, matter
right?
of fact, he did the Math and T-Rex shit. And Hands Battle Iron Sheik.
Wait, but why was your response like, "Are you serious, bro?" For when talking about my song?
But Mike's my nigga. Like, I don't like battling niggas I know like that.
Oh, I thought you meant like he wasn't worthy,
No, no,
like
no, no,
a
no, no,
worthy
no. It wasn't
opponent.
like that. It was like, Mike's wasn't even really battling like that. So it would have been like a comeback for Mike. Cause the only battle he had did was the Ines shit.
Right.
So it was like, why you want me to battle? I ain't, come on. First of all, Mike's my nigga. Mike's ain't even really trying to battle like that. Cause even when he said it in front of Mike's on, the Mike's on was like, come on, I ain't battling this Slave, bro. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, come on, Vlad. What you over here trying to do, bro? Like, for real, for real. And then that's when he started trying to get the Aye Verb battle.
So you actually ran up on Aye Verb in Detroit.
In Detroit?
Or was it Atlanta? It was somewhere you ran up on
It
him
was in
though.
St. Louis at the Meta battle.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, we
Okay.
battled
Okay. So I know you
Cortez.
ran up on him somewhere.
Yeah, it was just random. He was coming in our cabin. I mean, like, yo, what's up? What we doing? He ain't want to battle. He was like, you know, we. It was regular. It wasn't really nothing crazy. I ran up on him again, and wait, no, it was Detroit. Nah, I know what you talk about now. He had the girl with him.
See?
Yeah. And I was
See,
like,
Swave, I do my research,
yeah,
my brother.
yeah,
I do my
no, yo.
research,
It
okay?
was at the battle where Big Cannon battled, we battled. And he
I
killed
was like, man,
somebody.
I know I just heard an interview with you
Nah, in
saying Detroit.
Detroit.
How you
Nah, I
gonna
forgot
tell
all
me?
about that. And I was like, yo, what's up? We gonna battle what? He was like, yeah. Tell Smack to set it up. And I was like, yo, Verb always would look at me and tell me, yeah. And then I was like, yo, when I go to set it up, I like when we try to set it with Smack. After he told me that I'm handling out Beasley, yo, Beasley, Verb said set it up. And then he telling me shit, Verb overpricing the battle. Like, you, come on, you really don't want to battle, bro. Like, it was
Or
always
he was
on his
taking other
end, bro.
battles first, right?
Huh?
He started taking other battles first and it'd be like it was
Yeah,
telling you to
that's what I'm
wait.
saying. And it's like it was always on his end. The reason why the battle didn't go down was always on his end. And then it was just like, yo, I'm like, and then we finally Miss Gracie. You know what I mean? Shout out Gracie and Big Cannon with the what was it called? Guerrilla Warfare League in
Right.
Chicago.
Guerrilla Warfare.
She finally was like, yo, Swave, come on, I got you Verb. And I was like, he gonna do it for real this time? And she was like, I already sent the deposit, just come me what you want. And I told her, she sent the deposit. And then that was the first deposit I got for her. Like, oh, it's going down. Bet. So then, you know what I mean? It finally was booked. And that's how that shit happened. It was like a whole 2-year run before that shit happened, bro. By the time it came around, I was really dwindling down, like tired of the shit. And then Gracie called me like, I got you Verb. Like, I wasn't thinking it was, before Gracie called me, it was over. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen. There was no more calls from Smack about it. No more. Nobody was talking about it no more. Me and him ain't really even have a back and forth like that online like that too much. And then Gracie called me like, yo, Swave, I got you Aye Verb. So it was like,
Mm.
oh, word, finally? You know what I mean? So it was like, all right. Then she was like, I was like, is he gonna do it this time? She was like, he already got a deposit. I was like, all right, got my deposit. It was booked. So that's how that came about. So now I had to put myself back in war mode for the nigga. Cause at this time it was like, it was over for me, bro. I ain't even feel like it. Like the bars I had thought for him, I ain't even like no more. I had thought of new shit. Now I got thinking, you know what I mean? I was in that zone.
Right. And with Verb, you were really honest that you lost the battle with him because you weren't in the right mindset
Nah, I
at the
wasn't.
time.
But on a personal level,
Right.
there was things going
You
down.
was going through a lot.
Yeah, yeah. My father was alive at the time, but he was going through a lot, and you know, he had did something that caused him to get hospitalized. So I, at the time of me actually being at the event battling Verb, my father was 4 hours away. You know what I mean? Almost. You know what I mean? And I felt like I shouldn't have been on that stage. I should have been headed my ass to Detroit. But I was determined to do this fucking battle, and it just wasn't the time. But
Right.
the fact that it took all this time to even get to this point to even do this battle, I felt like I was kind of obligated to stay and do the battle. And I put that battle before my pops, which made me feel a way to this day, to this day. And I felt it on that stage. Like, I am not supposed to be here. I was scared. My phone kept going off in my pocket while the battle was going on. Like, family was calling me. I was scared that I was gonna get off that stage, and they told me I lost them. Like, I would have lost it. Like, it was just so much shit going on in my mind. I wanted to answer the phone, but I couldn't. And it just, it was just rapidly going on. Like they just, I got off the phone. It was like 33 missed calls, like some dumb number like that. Like, what are they trying to, you know what I mean? So it was just like,
You were in a tough position, man, because it took so
right.
much to try to even get the battle to get to the point that it was at. Now that you got the deposits and everything and it's looking like it's about to go down, for you to back out, it would look really bad. And then also,
Right.
this could be the only opportunity for this to actually finally happen. So, but
Yeah,
personally, I totally understand it wasn't the right time for you, man. Like you should have been
the one
able
I
to
should have
focus
did
on
it.
your family.
I should have got up out of there. And then not knowing my, I think my third round, I didn't even know it like that. Cause I was so worried about my pops and all that. I never got the time to really sit down and get it to the point where I could just feel fluid with it. So I knew that. So I went into that battle feeling like I knew I was gonna lose going on that stage. And it's crazy because being in Chicago today, everybody was like, "Yeah, Swave, we got you, nigga. You gonna kill this nigga." And then when I look at the battle, hearing what Aye Verb bought for me, he was whack. I know I could have killed the nigga. I ain't freestyle about the gold jacket. I ain't say nothing. My mind wasn't in that battle, bro. I
Right.
was totally just like, nah, I'm not supposed to be here. I thought I was, and then it's crazy. My father not here no more now. But at the time, it was like I almost lost him then. You know what I mean? So it was like, it was crazy. I just felt crazy, bro. I can't even imagine. I don't even know what else to say about it. Like, for real, for real.
I know you're not a fan of like sequels, but would you consider it for Aye Verb?
Yeah, that's the only rematch I said I'll do. I battled old Red in a like quarantine battle. I did a one rounder with him on RBE
Right.
and beat him again. But that's the only rematch I really got out there. But I did say I did want an Aye Verb rematch. That's the only I don't like rematches, but that's the only rematch I really. If anybody asked me, yo, if I had to do a rematch, what would it be? It'll be Aye Verb.
What about him though? Does he want to do
He
it?
told me he would, but he beating around the bush again, and I'm not going through that again. So
All right. Let me ask you this though, okay? Do you think you went too far when you said on the Restore Order podcast that he got touched by his babysitter or something like that, and he was called, like
do I think I went too far? I was just repeating what he said, though. He said that.
I know, but you know what I mean though. Like you ain't had to really go there though.
I forgot what made me say it. I must have been mad at the nigga, B.
Yeah, you was mad as fuck though. I'm
Yeah,
not
my
gonna
nigga, because he
lie.
said some shit about
Yeah.
me on something. He was on Spaces, and he was saying some shit about me somewhere, and nigga was like, he went crazy on me, and I don't really do that online shit like that. So,
Right.
yeah, my nigga, but I ain't say nothing niggas didn't know. It's just like, yo, Verb Verb is another nigga that's a different person to me now. The Verb I battled back then and this Verb now is different, but he even rap different. And he be doing a whole bunch of shit. Like, he be doing weird shit, talking about I'll put you in jail. He talking about planting dope on niggas. He talking about snitching on niggas and calling cops. I'm like, he be saying weird shit out his mouth now. Like, I don't even know if I want to battle this nigga right now. Like, this nigga cool. Like,
Wait, he had no hair when you
yeah,
battled
he
him,
had the
right? He
waves
had
and all
that
that.
look.
He had the,
Yeah. And now he got the
yeah, he got,
the totally different
yeah,
look.
he a totally different person, B. And he spent the whole while just talking about female, like on some old Kevin Samuel shit for a long time. Now he just be on some old Spaces, blogging, and it's just I don't know. Verb is just, he's a different dude. And it's like,
Because you ended up calling him a diva and a damsel at one
yeah,
point
he
too.
was. That's what I felt like he was. I even took a shot at him when I battled the meta dude. Like, I was taking a shot at him then. Like, yo, I bet that was part of the little 2-year wait. Like, I was still shooting at you. Like, when you gonna step up? And it's like, I feel like he would have stepped up, and within that period, I'd have killed him. I'd have killed Verb. But it just, God was on his side, because he got me at the right time. Oh, boy. For real, you got me at a time where, my nigga, I was just like, you got it right now, bro. We gonna have to do this another time. I know I can't call it, I'm here. So I said, fuck it, I take the punishment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.